go to the Tools panel of Illustrator and select the Line Segment tool and just create a very quick straight line. Hold down the Shift. With that you can see the stroke colour I've got as black, and you can vary the stroke if you want to, maybe make it 2 or 3. However, what you can also do is you can use the AG offset. You can find that from Astute Graphics. Please check out their website. They've got trials, also lots of freebies and other things as well. Really great site. So window, there's also a tool as well. I haven't even covered that. There's so many features with these things. AG offset. So there's the panel. And there's loads of settings here. Loads and loads of settings, but you have to apply it. So apply, and you can see what happens. It generates all these lines, and you can see what happens here. Alter weight. So here I'm putting say like 0.2. I started say at 2, and you can see it at 3. Started at 3, and I'm going all the way down to 0.2. So it's fading away. It's getting smaller, that stroke weight. And also you can position it. You've also got here different set. Obviously these corners are not any issue because it's a line. But you can change the distance. You can say, oh, you know what, I want it to be 400. And you can extend it out a bit. Or maybe you turn around and say, well, I want it more crunched in. And you can make it like that. It's quite an interesting, intense design. But let's go for 200. But you can also change the number of steps. So you can say, let's say 40. So you can make it again very intense within that confines of 200. And you've got all these alter weight settings as well as alter both. You can alter the colour. So you can say alter both. You can just say, you know what, let's just change. So I've got black there and it fades away to blue. I could make it red, green. Also, you've got an option here, pick from gradient. So you can make it a gradient effect as well. And if you've got lots of gradients, you can use those. So let's say you've got this design and you're happy with this design. What you can also do is you can use it with the other features in the, of course, there's vast amounts of features in Illustrator. So you can go to Object, and my favourite one is Repeat and Radial. Now sometimes the results will be terrible. Sometimes I'm not happy with the results and I will undo. But it's a real great way of just trying things out. So there you are, Radial. There's the first. So you can literally, what it does is it creates a really nice shimmery pattern already. And also you can change number of instances. And you can see you can do that. Obviously you make it too far, it goes. But you can say like go over there. I don't know how many that is. No idea. It doesn't actually give, nice. Yeah, 5, 6. Doesn't actually indicate, unless you go to it, whether it's, yeah, say 8. So you've got an octagon design very quickly. But it's also still live and you can still rotate it. You can move that around. You can decide, you know what, I want that. And you can create a variety of different designs just by moving it around, rotating it and see how it sort of blends. But you can also double click it. Just go here and say, double click that one. You just select one of them and you can see this line now. And you can modify this. So in here, you've got this is still active. This is the AG offset. And you can turn around and say, well, I don't want it 200. I want it to be 30 or number of steps. And you can reduce it. So you can see now the effect's slightly different. And again, you can just go there and you can maybe rotate that design. So you can create a lovely sort of, I think that's a beautiful sort of central, very, very thin in that area. But you've got this intense around here and then going out thin again. That's the thing I like about that sort of blending effect. And you can do that and you can just drag that around and you can change your mind, you know what, I want a different star. And you can create a variety of different stars that way. Now you've got lots of other options here. You can say easing. So you can turn around and say, oh, I want it just more darker. And so you can change the easing there and go the other way. And you can sort of create interesting designs that way. Not always, sometimes. Sometimes it might not be what you want. You might not want that. Or maybe randomise distance. You can create a more sort of, like it's a more sort of hand-drawn effect. So that's great for sort of like illustrations. Sort of. I think that's really quite a nice feature there. And also you've got opacity as well. Also fills, if you've got a fill, obviously you can use that. However, what you can also do is you can use other tools as well. Of course, there's a variety of tools, can't cover everything. But say you've got this tool, you can go here to the curvature tool. And then you can see this other additional line. Now, sometimes the results may be not what you want. Sometimes you can always undo. And you can continue on, you can see what happens. You've got now this line and drag it out that way, drag it out that way. And you can create lovely curvature designs like this. Or maybe go in again, create another curvature design. Sometimes it will work and you can see you can get really lovely interference patterns. And then other times you think, oh, you know what, I've gone too far. Maybe keep it like that. And again, you can always, if you want to, go back to the move tool, just move it around. Just change, you know what, let's just see how that will move and change. Maybe go like that sort of effect with the radial effect. So you've got really intense, absolutely beautiful lines all clashing over each other. And I think that looks absolutely stunning, personally. Who knows? Other people might say, that's terrible. However, what you can say, that's the sort of thing I like to do. So I can come out of that, and now you can see I've got this design, and it's still live. So I can still go over here, and I can change it again. You know what? Let's just change it, and you can see, move it backwards and forwards, and you can go like that, or create a number of more instances. Maybe you have it less. Sometimes it works better when you've got less. Sometimes you have too many. And you can see the result there. And maybe again, just squeeze it in there. Yeah, I'm not even really certain. I just think that's absolutely, you know, you can create some really great. I love this AG offset, I must admit. It's a great little plugin. Go into double click in there. It seems to modify it there. So it's there are some issues, obviously, you can't do it outside. So if you want to, green, and then you can see it goes. I was wondering why it wasn't changing. You have to do it by double clicking and going into the design. And you can see now you've got this lovely black and green effect combined. So that's just a run through of how you can create some amazing line designs just by using this brilliant AG offset along with repeat. It's one of those features I think I will be exploring even more over the next couple of weeks. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.